Guys, welcome back to Overture 1, and today we are going to be talking about mastering the skill. But before, we master the skill, you have to master subscribing and commenting and liking, because that helps us out very much so, and we believe we're doing a good job with giving you guys value and giving you great takeaways to go back and actually apply into your trading career, because this is what we aim to have back in the day. And if you guys are early on in your trading journey, you guys are very blessed to have this information to be able to learn from our mistakes, to skip our mistakes, and to apply them so you could see results in your life faster.
100%. I could not agree with that anymore. And jumping right into, I guess, some topics about mastering the skill. You guys have heard us do kind of standalone videos on some of these topics, but I really feel like decision making and commitment are probably some of the two biggest things that you guys are going to need when it comes to actually mastering a skill. I can speak for Rob and I personally, and what I'm definitely recommending you guys do, and what you guys, the big takeaway is, like, all we've really gotten good at is the basics of trading, and just getting really, really good at that. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you guys don't, but the basics to me are like emotional intelligence, generating ideas, thinking more logically instead of emotionally when it comes to actually executing a trade, stuff like taking good risk to reward setups and having good trade management. And that's kind of like the basics, and that's all we really focus on. And like, how can we get more efficient at doing all of these?
What I want to talk about here right now, like piggybacking off of that, is commitment and emotional intelligence really lie hand in hand with each other in trading. Like, obviously technicals really come into it, and you guys should stay tuned because we do have that coming out now. We finally decided that we are going to be able to drop that for you guys, so you have everything within house and you can learn on how we trade and so many other successful traders that we're actually bringing into Overture 1 very soon. So guys, stay in tune for that. And guys, I wanted to tell you one of our core values also as well, and that's virtuosity is our pursuit. And virtuosity basically means great skill. It's referred to great skill in music or any artistry. So basically painting, singing, trading, literally like real estate deal making, that's anything. Anything is a great art. Everything is an art. Even making coffee is an art. With the little coffee squiggle, whatever, but that is an art. And you have to realize that is going to take time, and that's going to take a lot of progression to get there. And that is going to be very good at the basics of trading, of generating very simple trade ideas. At least that's what I believe, because the moment that you try to start adding some different things is going to get a little bit more complicated if you're not really profound in the basics. If you're not really profound in the basics, really good, and have a good foundation on the basics and are successful with the basics, then adding other things will just confuse you, and thinking that's going to get you faster to your results is completely paradoxical to the fact that you don't even have the basics down. What makes you think, like, you can't even bake a cake right now? What makes you think that you could bake a tri-layer cake? So if you can't bake one layer cake, what makes you think you could do 3-layer? You cannot skip to the 3rd layer. You have to get good at just making the original cake.
100%. And what I'm just going to piggyback off of what you're talking about with not skipping steps. I really think that when it comes to intaking information and getting good at a skill, the 3 basic steps that you got to follow is that you got to learn the information, you have to go do the information, right? Which means just applying it, taking action, and then you can get to a point of you can actually teach the information, right? And I feel like a lot of people want to go from learn, teach. Online education, I'm just gonna call it what it is. It's like a hot space to be in right now. And a lot of people just want to go learn, teach, right? And go put out like a course or something. And it's like, that wasn't the case for us. Like, we've really been in the game for a long time when it comes to this information, you know what I mean? Like, we first started learning this information, at least I can speak for me, was in 2018. Right, so this is year 4 now of when I actually first stepped foot into like trying to understand what is trading, what is forex, and like what does this stuff even mean, right? Collectively, with all of the people that we're bringing in to kind of educate within our space, we're gonna have over a decade, if not maybe multiple decades worth of experience cumulatively as a group, right? And we didn't go from learn, teach, right? We learned and then we did for a really long time, right? We even actually prolonged, like I want you guys to really think about this, because as a business, which is we're business owners within Overture One, most business owners want to get to the point and get their product out, right? We literally prolonged it for I'm gonna say, honestly, it was a pretty substantial amount of time until it was like, this is when it should be delivered, right? To the point of like almost a year, right? And it's like, we're doing that out of like, we just don't want to be like this learn, teach organization. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've really been in the field doing stuff over and over and over and over and over and over again, every day, every week, every month, every year for the past years, to get to the point where it's like, now we can say, hey, look, this is all the stuff that we've learned, and we are extremely confident that we can teach this to you in an effective and deliverable way where you guys can take it home and go understand it. And with that being said, with this learn, do, teach process, I want to talk about this doing aspect for a while and things that we got really good at in the doing phase. When you do something, you create an effect, right? So you do it and then a result happens. Do I like the result? Yes or no? It's a very simple question. Is it what I want? Is it not what I want? And then if it's not what you want, you have the ability to say, hey, look, how can I make this better? So it's very simple. Within this do phase, do it, get the result, then take that result and make it better. And then you just do the process all over again. And then you do it with the better system, and you stay within this loop of doing until you get to a point where it's like, okay, now that we have the results and we fine tune this to get the results that we want, now I can help somebody else out.
2 practical steps that you guys can do to mastering the skill when first starting out is, I believe there's a lot of power in demo trading, of like really back testing your edge and really putting your edge into the market and everything so far. And then when you're graduated from demo to go to live, then you really go test your emotional intelligence and everything, because obviously, you know, there's a disconnect sometimes with demo and then real. But trust me, testing your edge just knows that you could do it. If you're profitable in demo, there's no reason that you cannot be profitable in live trading. It's a disconnect between emotional intelligence. That's what people fail at realizing. If you did your edge and you're really unemotional and you're like, oh, well, I'm not making money, and then you just place a trade and you really look at your past 20 trades and you're profitable, what's the difference? It's just the psychology aspect, and that's why we decided to layer that in and really focus in on that in Overture One. And the second one is going to be able to journal your trades, because we said this multiple times, and really see what your feelings and everything you're encountering during the market is happening, how your trades are looking, how your risk to reward is looking, how many pairs are you trading, just back testing all of that and really just studying in on that so you could get better and very much more precise as time goes on.
I really hope that you guys do take this information and go apply it in your lives and in your trading. Let us know in the comments, you know, come back in a week, 2 weeks, 30 days and say, hey, look, man, I really did apply this and this is kind of the result that I got out of it. So with that being said, you know, like we said in the beginning, like, comment, subscribe, go share this to somebody who needs this information, and we will see you guys on next week's video.